I couldn't believe the change in him.
He's been ill for a while.
Not recognising people, you mean?
Getting confused.
Not surprised with goings on in your family.
Well, it's more than that.
We thought the same as Vera. Put it down to Carol. And then there's the upset between Danny and me and Jamie and Leanne. And how he died. That threw him.
Well, there's your explanation. It's been too much for him to take in.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on, Mike's as sharp as they come.
In some ways.
All right, so he's not interested in works of literature, but there's more to being clever than that.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about being clever.
I bet he could still diddle you out of a few bob.
Well, some things never change.
They do. You really wouldn't trust him with money anymore.
Mike is an astute businessman. He cuts a good deal. He wouldn't cheat.
Maybe. But his days of running the factory are over. Take it from me.
And you feel your health has deteriorated since you went to Spain?
Well, he does. They all do, but, well, everyone has their bad days, don't they?
It's more than just bad days, isn't it?
He thinks I'm losing my memory.
And what do you think?
Well, everyone forgets things, don't they? I mean, look at me. Do I look as if I'm ill?
I'd like to carry out a few tests.
Not going to hospital?
You don't have to. I can do them all here. But I would like to talk to you about your memory.
There's nothing wrong with my memory. I'll tell you my national service number if you like. 22935 There. I haven't had to use it now. I'm 40-odd years, still remember it.
Nice one.
Yeah, I was in Yemen, 60, 61.
Mr. Baldwin, it's often the case that a patient can recall things that happened years ago and then just struggle over more recent events.
I am not a patient. I told you this would be a waste of time, didn't I?
Well, let's hope that you're right. I'd like to take a blood test just to rule out certain things.
No problem there, darling. Been a blood donor all my life.
Mr. Baldwin, that number that you just gave me, could you remind me of it again?
Number? What number?
The number that you just gave me.
Did I? Oh, yes. Yeah. You mean my phone number?
Was it your phone number?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. My phone number.
So what happens now then, Doc?
Well, you saw for yourself how your father handled the verbal tests.
More like mental arithmetic, you're having a laugh, ain't you? I mean, I couldn't count back from 40 and 4s and there's nothing wrong with me, love.
I know, it's a worrying time.
But he's run businesses all his life. He's made deals. He's employed hundreds of people in his time, ain't you? See? Doc, he saw Tony Blair on the television last night, swore blind it was one of his old muckers who sold paraffin lamps on Bermondsey Market.
Didn't I have a tie?
Yeah, of course you did, yeah.
Oh.
I was just telling your son.
It's my nephew.
I was just telling him I'd like to refer you to a specialist.
Specialist? What sort of specialist?
A neurologist.
Neurologist? I don't understand.
Mr. Baldwin, I think that whilst you were in Spain, you suffered a stroke.
A stroke?
A minor one, yes.
No, I didn't.
You might not have been aware of it at the time, but I do think that stroke has accelerated your condition.
What condition is that then?
Well, I'm hoping that's what the specialist can tell us.
So, he's got to see this neurologist fellow and have some more tests.
How is he?
Well, he don't know what's hit him, that's for sure. And the doc said, there's things he can't do, stuff he's got to avoid. He's been told to cut down on his drinking. Mike, like that's going to happen. And after what the doc said, he's going to need the scotch more than ever now, isn't he?
So he had a stroke, and we didn't know about it?
Well, the doc reckons he didn't even know himself, and that'll explain why he's gone down so ill so quick, I reckon.
What if he has another one? I mean, what do we do?
I don't know.
Poor Mike.
Yeah. Poor Mike. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, well, Mike's always been Mike, hasn't he? And, look, and all this talk about tests, this is what I don't get. Like the doc, she knew what was wrong with him. We all know what's wrong with him. They're just skirting around it, that's all.
So what if it is what we you know, what we think it is, well, what happens then?
Well, I don't know. I don't suppose he's going to get any better, though. I really don't. You know, you hear and you see what these things does to people. You know, couples, married for donkey's years, and all of a sudden one thinks the other one's a complete stranger. They forget everyone else, forget about where they live, what they do. I mean, you know, everything I know about business I have learned from him. You know, one step ahead, that was his motto. That's what he always used to say to me, even when I was a kid and starting out in business. Just stay one step ahead, keep your eye on the ball, and check the girls' handbags before the end of each day. And now, I'm going to watch him disappear, aren't I? Till I don't know him and he don't know me.
Well, we'll help you, won't we, Frank?
Well, no. I mean, he's nothing to do with me, is he? What about Adam or Penny?
No, you're right, yeah. You're right. I'll manage. Listen, I've got to go now anyway because I've got to go and see if he's okay.
Oh, what do you expect, Dan? I'm not your wife anymore. You'll have to lean on Leanne, won't you?
Yeah.